Previously, housemates nominated.
She farts.
She does think I'm the devil.
When he's good, he's very, very good, but when he's bad, he's fucking horrible.
And then shredded letters from home.
Mario has no love.
Teach him a lesson for being a miserable bastard.
We're going to shred Charlotte.
I knew you would be upset about that letter, Charlotte.
Are you sick?
Oh, no, just a fat slag from Newcastle.
The second she has a drink, she turns into a fucking bitch.
Tonight, some familiar faces.
Do celebrities need a talent?
I haven't got a bloody talent.
There has been a lot of backstabbing.
I couldn't give a flying fuck.
You're the biggest scam in show business.
Will you just shut your fucking mouth?
And the house divides.
I hate them all. I hate them. I just want to go home.
Surrounded by ungrateful wankers.
Carol was sort of a vulture.
Sapping the life out of me, I can't stand him. It's a bit difficult to know what to do now.
Lauren, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered about getting on with anyone anymore.
They make everybody feel like shit.
Day 19, 9:34 a.m. Following last night's argument, housemates are reluctant to face the day.
Oh, it's a horrible day today, look.
Last night, emotions ran high after only half the house received a letter from home.
The sight of you in the mankini is one we're still trying to erase from our minds.
Some housemates also mistakenly thought that when Lauren saw the Big Brother doctor, she also saw her mother.
If Lauren gets to a stage where she is upset about something and she needs her family to come in and help her, who's to say that's right or wrong?
Everyone's got upset at one point, but no one has been able to say the mum.
Instead of walking away, sit down and talk about it.
You don't know what you're talking about? Shh.
I don't agree with that.
Bitch! She is in the wrong, yeah?
Don't call me she. I'm 45 years old. I deserve more
You're not
respect
acting
than that.
You're not acting it. Everyone is equal.
If I was to stand here and tell you how you make me feel,
everyone in this house is equal.
She's in your bed. She's in her mouth, doing all this.
Oh my God! The second
Yeah,
she
well,
has a drink, she
if I
turns into a
really go,
fucking
Louie,
bitch.
I will go. I will spin like a top, I'm telling you.
Today, Lauren wants to set the record straight.
Hello, my Vicky.
Morning, love. You all right?
Yeah. Just a bit difficult, that's all, you know, with everything that happened.
Sorry?
Just a bit difficult to know what to do now after...
Just be yourself, Lauren.
I know.
What happened? I don't know what happened. I fell asleep.
Well, I think Charlotte was upset because she didn't get a letter, but when me and Louie tried to explain why we didn't pick her to have the letter, she still
that set her
thought
off
that
then.
she should have got it. Lauren, you know, has seen her mum for different reasons.
I hadn't seen her. I didn't see her.
Oh, you didn't see her?
She heard that her parents were in the audience.
That's all I heard. She was at the eviction night.
Oh, well,
but nobody even asked me. They just assumed.
Oh, right, okay, well, I'll tell Charlotte.
I'd never seen my mother.
Charlotte has come to talk to Big Brother.
I can't stand to be here any longer. I don't want to be here.
Charlotte, what's made you feel like this?
I just hate them all. I hate them. I just want to go home. I just want to speak to my boyfriend. I've been nothing but nice to Lauren since the beginning. And it wasn't fair. If she had any brain cells, she wouldn't have came down and said anything about getting any message. Last night, I couldn't sit there while Vicky was just acting so out of the ordinary. I couldn't sit there.
Gonna have to have a little chat with her because, you know, because it's best if I tell her that, don't you think?
I mean, you didn't have the argument.
No.
I was the one who told you what I thought.
But yeah. But it was just an assumption because it's not true anyway. So.
Don't worry about it, baby.
No, I'm not going to.
We have enough problems just trying to get through the damn day.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just starting to feel out of place. Like everyone here's like got a big story behind them, and Like, was a party boy and now is living a silent life of blah blah blah. Lauren used to be a man and now is a woman, and like has had that massive journey there. I'm just a commoner amongst all these people.
"10:42 a.m. Charlotte is still reeling from last night's argument.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh, you know what, Charlotte? You've got a few days, you're into the finals, you know, you may as well take that negative thought out. Just, you know, find a way of focusing and getting through it.
I don't know, I'm just doubting everything because I've got nothing else to think about.
Vicky and Courtney are getting ready for the day.
God, I'm never, ever going to do anything like this again. Never.
You think never?
I knew I'd feel like this, but I thought I'd give it a go.
Yeah.
And I don't regret coming in. I've had some fun, but it's not my bag.
I just wish I hadn't even come on.
No, you don't. You've made the choice, and this is where you are now. You can't go backwards. You can't take away what's already been. This is something you have to learn. It's too late now.
But I'd like to say, Charlotte, I didn't meet my mother. I didn't. She didn't come.
I mean, that's not even...
I know it's not, but it was, because last night you did say a few things, and you did say about... You thought... Because Vicky said that I met my mother, but I did not. All they told me was she was at the eviction night and she was fine, and that's all I needed to hear. It is against the rules for any of us to see our family. I haven't seen her since I came in here. OK?
You should never have told anyone that you'd heard anything from your mum.
No, well, I didn't assume. I assumed.
You told everyone, Lauren, and it's kind of rubbing it in people's faces who don't get to hear anything from family.
If you want us to go on, then there's the ways
Lauren,
to treat people.
I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered about getting on with anyone anymore.
Okay,
I don't care.
All right, well,
but all I'm saying is, if you want your feelings to be taken into consideration, start thinking about other people's feelings as well.
That's not fair.
You came down them stairs and you were like, everything is fine at home. Everything is fine. That's not fair on me. That's not fair on Louis. That's not fair on anyone else in this house who's never heard anything. I'm trying to get my point across,
Yeah, but
Lauren.
you don't need to shout, do you?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Because that's your problem. You shout too much.
Okay, then, fair enough. That's your opinion.
So now, are we seeing the Charlotte, or am I seeing the sweet Charlotte?
Because... Are you seeing an angry Charlotte right now?
Well, that's not very nice, is it? All I'm going to say is, I've already told you about what happened. I've told you I haven't seen my mother now, and that's it, OK? I don't want to, you know...
Well, maybe you should go and tell Vicky that, because it was her telling everyone that.
Yes, I've told Vicky.
I bet you didn't give her a mouthful like you've given me. So
well, anyway.
Everything I said was at the point where I thought you had seen your mother, which you didn't disagree with while Vicky was saying it, while she was sat next to you.
I didn't. No. I didn't hear her say that. I was sat there and I didn't hear her say that.
So, well, we can all see how it's a big miscommunication then, so I don't think anyone should be getting so, like, faffed up about it. You said you didn't hear her say that. I heard her say that. Everyone was just a bit confused.
12:07 p.m. Abs is enjoying some time alone.
Don't sound good.
Courtney and Charlotte are talking about Lauren.
Is it uncomfortable, Charlotte, to be around her now?
Oh, God, I'm not asked. I'm not asked about her.
Huh?
I'm not bothered about Lauren.
No, I know, but it's uncomfortable.
I feel more uncomfortable around Vicky than Lauren.
What? With Vicky?
Yeah, because that's who the main argument was with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't really care about being around Lauren because she's like a 5-year-old, so...
Carol, Mario and Louis are talking about Vicky.
I'll be so fucking pissed off if Vicky gets to stay on Wednesday and one of us goes. I'll be fucking pissed off.
I don't know. I think she may get a bit of a backlash from the way she acted.
Fucking hope so.
It wasn't very nice. I said I don't know if it was very nice. The way she was out here.
No, I'm happy to go if I have to, but that
would be the only thing that would roll me a bit.
There was just no empathy for what I was trying to say.
No.
It wasn't with malice. I wasn't trying to say that we begrudged anyone having anything.
No.
And it wasn't, you know what I mean? I think
That's what I don't understand.
That's the surprise where that came from. I think that's the main thing. If it had been all guns are blazing, you're all a bunch of fucking wankers, none of you deserve that, we should have had, you know, like that, but it wasn't. And I think that was maybe the surprise where that came from.
Oh, she's just really, that's just nasty. Really, truly nasty.
And the thing I want to do the most is literally just move out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't like it. Don't like it.
Or potentially only 2 more sleeps.
No, 2 more sleeps. Where are we now? You know, I thought
Monday,
it was fucking...
Tuesday.
What did I say this morning? Oh,
Where's Monday gone?
Abs went, we found Monday. I said, yeah, no, it was yesterday. I was convinced it was Tuesday.
2 sleeps,
I was
yeah.
like, I thought it was Tuesday.
2 more sleeps.
Only 2 more nights in that room.
1:30 p.m. Abs is getting creative in the bathroom. Lauren is reminiscing about her antique collection.
I used to have a whole set of pigs, statues of pigs, little pigs, and I bought them in Ireland, 250 pigs.
250?
Yeah, all Beswick ones, Dalton ones, little piglets, little baby piglets.
You had piglets before?
No, I'd had little statues of piglets.
I've always wanted a pig.
I'd like a little one of those
Like the
micro
pigs.
pig.
Like, it'd be fun to put lipstick on her, like get a girl and put lipstick, you know what I mean, and paint her nails. And just put like rhinestones on her and just
And a
treat her like
collar around the neck.
a pigcess.
Yeah, she'd be a
Pigcess.
pigcess. That would be nice.
Pigcess.
Pigcess.
And of course she'd be, and of course she'd be pink, wouldn't she? So that would be just perfect.
Apparently, those little micro pigs are really clean.
I know.
They're like
Yeah.
they're quite expensive.
But they're so cute.
And at least not going to be killed for pork.
Pigcess.
Pigcess.
That's cute. I like that.
Vicky is still the hot topic of conversation in the living area.
She was taken out on Louis initially, and then I just got really angry.
So
She wasn't taking anything out on anyone. She was just being...
No, she just had something to say.
She just sounded like a drunken idiot who didn't know what she was talking about.
I couldn't gauge what
she sounded it.
You went, and you just have respect me because I'm a 45-year-old woman. You want to walk around and do this all the time.
I thought you were doing it the other day.
I know.
Oh, dear. I did want to laugh at that
Why
point.
does
but
she always bring the age card into it? It's
I know.
just, it's pathetic. I would never dream of saying to you, I'm a 53-year-old woman, you want to talk to me with more respect.
It makes you sound older.
I wouldn't dream of saying it. It's just such a ridiculous thing. She said it about Bruce, didn't she?
Yes. Get up, quick.
Three 48 p.m. For today's task, the celebrity housemates are taking front row seats for Big Brother's brand new panel show, Big Brother's Bitch Fest, with a very special host.
Hello, Rylan.
Hello, Big Brother.
Are you ready to cause a little bit of mischief?
I think we're going to see a couple of fireworks today.
You're free to enter the house.
Thanks, Big Brother.
Celebrities, please give a warm welcome to your host, Rylan Clark.
Celebrities, welcome to Big Brother's Bitch Fest. Now, this is the show that we're going to talk about all of the issues that have been arising over this series of Celebrity Big Brother. Without further ado, let me welcome my first guest. So, ladies and gentlemen, she's fun, she's feisty, and she's fit for her age. It's Carol McGiffin.
Oh.
Give her a round of applause. Come on, Carol.
Come
round.
Go here.
You're taking a seat next to me.
Oh.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Come and take a seat. Listen, this wouldn't be a bitch fest without having a couple of feisty women on the panel. So, ladies and gentlemen, who better to talk about the celebrity Big Brother antics than two former housemates? Please give it up for Danielle and Sophie.
Oh my God!
Yeah! Hi, Sophie. How are you?
I'm great.
Come and take a seat here for me.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Oh, they've flown her back and flown her back.
Come there for me. So, ladies.
Hi, Danielle. All right, how are you?
Sophie, Danielle, how does it feel to be reunited with each other? Because as far as I'm aware, you haven't seen each other since you've left the house.
No, thankfully I haven't seen Sophie since I left the house, so that is a relief. And obviously it's nice to see other people here. But obviously no interest in... Because you know what it was anyway, it was all just me, I.
Oh, darling, crawl onto your rock again. You've had your 2 minutes.
Recovery, and it's great to be in recovery, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be in recovery for frickin' months after having to listen to this for the last while,
fucking
you know.
house and she's off. She's on a fucking break. Imagine how we feel. Shit.
Sophie, how does it feel seeing Danielle?
I'm really not that bothered, to be honest. I've been so busy, she hasn't actually crossed my mind. So...
Well, it says it all. Well, I think it's about time, obviously, we get on to our first talking point. Is flirting cheating?
Flirting in here? There ain't no fucking flirting gone on.
Oh, there has.
Has there?
Courtney, remember Courtney slut dropped to Mario? That was like
that is not
insane.
flirting.
Oh, darling,
I
that's
was
not
playing.
flirting.
I was playing. I was drunk.
In this
I know, but I think
house-
your husband's
in
face
this
fell
house-
off. Your husband's face fell off.
audience participation?
So when I saw him, his face was untagged.
In this house,
No,
there's
Danny, your
Let's let
your husband loves you, don't worry about it.
Louis.
In this house, there's no flirting gone on at all.
There isn't.
Absolutely not.
I'm not physically attracted to anybody
I mean,
here.
me and Courtney have been literally. I've touched every orifice of hers, and she's had every orifice of mine. But there's no flirting going on. It's just that in this house this year, it absolutely has not.
boring
There's
in here.
nothing
You know,
at
it
all.
gets boring
There's
and
no
you wanna have fun and
sexual.
play, but
There's no sexual chemistry going on with anyone.
No, there's
not even with our fucking right hand.
Let's come back to the panel. Carol, what's your views on that?
When you're with someone, it's not cheating as such, but I wouldn't do it. I absolutely would never do it.
Danielle, you did make a point there, obviously, about Courtney.
Courtney was flirting a bit with Mario. When you look back, you'll cringe yourself. I think you will.
Sophie, what's your view?
I think it could have been perceived that way, but knowing Courtney and being in the house for 2 weeks, I have to say she's just having some fun. She's 19 years old.
I mean, you know, come on. There are things that...
Come on!
There are things that go on.
She's not
you know,
a retiring wallflower, and I'm sure you would admit that.
I'm sorry, Mario, you're very handsome, but even if I was single, I wouldn't want to be with you. So it was innocent, it was playful,
Courtney,
and...
sorry, Libby, turn down the volume a bit, will you? I couldn't go back in here and listen to it all over again.
Let's put this over to Mario. How did you feel, obviously, that night with the drinks and with the dancing that we'd seen on the outside and on the main show?
Obviously, I felt uncomfortable because it was obviously... I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I've been the one that's been cheated on, I've been the one that's cheated. I knew I wouldn't like it, so that's why I distanced myself from it straight away.
Is it because Courtney is a married woman?
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's it? Did you have any sort of... If she wasn't a married woman, would you have maybe taken it a bit further?
I don't know. You don't know, because she's a married woman, so I wouldn't even think of it like that.
He's blushing.
You're doing well. You're doing well today, Mario. You're very good.
4:19 p.m. For today's task, housemates are halfway through Big Brother's brand new panel show, Big Brother's Bitch Fest.
We're going to move on now with a question that I know lots of you have very, very strong opinions on. Do celebrities need a talent to justify their fame? And if so, what do you describe as a talent? I'm going to bring that to Carol first.
I wish I had one.
Do you feel that you've got talent, Carol?
No, not really. Not a specific talent. Well, yes, I can write. I suppose that's a talent, but it's not a kind of... I wish I had a kind of showbiz talent. I wish I could sing. I wish I could dance. I wish I could act. I wish I could do at least one of those things, or play a musical instrument, or something. I think, in a way, I think it's better to have a talent, and I think that way your fame and celebrity is more justified. But it's not the be-all and end-all of it.
Sophie, what do you think?
God, well, if you'd asked me before I come on this show, then I probably would have had a different view, but getting to know Mario and Charlotte and their ambitions and where they want to take their life and the stepping stones they're taking from the shows they've been on and then doing this show and where they want to take it further, they completely changed my whole point of view.
Charlotte, I really want to come to you. Hello, babe, you all right?
Hi.
What's your views on this?
Oh, I don't know, I'm just probably going to cry. I'm not in a very good mood, dear.
Don't cry, babe. Talk to me about why you're crying. What's wrong?
Oh, I've just had a really bad couple of days, Rylan.
OK. Tell me what's wrong.
I don't feel like I should be here.
Why do you not feel like you should be here?
Because I haven't got a bloody talent.
Shut up, neither have I. Charlotte, honestly, I wish I could express to you how well you're doing in here.
Mario, what do you think?
I just think who's to say what's a celebrity and what's not? I mean, me and Charlotte were chose from thousands of people that wanted to be on our shows, you know, and we're the ones that are on them, and we're obviously on them for a reason, because people enjoy watching our lives, and we have to all the time be ourselves. So your talent, if you will, is being yourself and making people warm to you. That's the hardest talent you'll ever have.
OK, Louis, you're someone I really want to talk to you because obviously you've worked for years in the showbiz industry as a dancer, as a choreographer, etc., and then you did find reality fame as such, obviously on Pineapple.
Well, I trained all my life since I was 5, went to stage school, went to college, you know, worked in West End, worked with lots of pop artists, all of that. But I didn't become famous for dancing. I became famous for my personality on Pineapple. It was the easiest job I've ever done in my life. You know, being me is the easiest job to be paid for. So, no, I don't resent anybody for having fame, for being themselves, because it is the people's choice at the end of the day, and it's the people's choice with shows like this as well. So for me, it doesn't... I mean, I couldn't give a flying fuck.
And that brings us all now onto our last talking point of the show, and that is 18 days in to the show now. We're 4 days away from the final.
Amen.
Are all housemates being honest with each other? Sophie, do you feel there are any housemates here that haven't been honest with not only themselves, but with each other?
OK, well, there has been a lot of backstabbing and sniping and from lots of people up in the diary room, and that's the one thing which I found really hard to watch when we came out. Not necessarily, I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about seeing everyone backstabbing each other, and I'm just like, why can't they just all sit down and say it to each other's face? I have to say, the most true person in here is Carol. I might not like it, I might not necessarily want to hang out with her after this ever again, as she probably feels the same. But I do respect the fact that you are true to yourself.
I do tell people what I think quite often, and when I'm drunk I do that. But there are people who give as good as they get to me, and you know, I've been. You know how sensitive you can be in this house, and you know how you can react to certain things that on the outside would just be hilarious.
Sorry to interrupt, but speaking of saying things to people's face, that is a valid point. If you say things to people's face, it's more upfront. One thing, I love you, Carol, but one thing I do have to pull you up on is your comments to Lauren the other night when you said she had a boyish figure.
In a way, I kind of forget that it was ever that way
I
round.
think that the best person to answer the question is me, really.
Yeah, you answer it, Lauren.
Go for it, Lauren.
Okay. You see, with my family, sometimes they completely forget that I was ever a boy anyway. So I think that's what happened with Carol. She just didn't realise, she forgot. And we talked about it.
Yeah, we did.
And we've cleared the air, but I sometimes have to speak my mind.
Vicky, there was an altercation last night between the two of you. How are things now?
We just haven't spoke.
Is there anything that either of you want to say to each other?
You know, I don't like to lose my temper. I don't like, especially, you know, when I've had a few drinks. It's not very nice, and I didn't want to do that.
I didn't.
But I have to say,
you, Vicky, I was having a go. If anyone, Big Brother, which Carol will agree, just you weren't really listening to what Louis was saying.
We'll talk about this after dawn, and we'll be all right.
There is a real clique, though. It's almost like Carol would be here and the clique is down the middle.
I totally disagree with you. There's absolutely
I think the clique started when you came in, Louis, to be honest. Because your ego is running checks to your
way too long now, and you are still trying to big up your profile by saying so much, and it's really boring. The fact is, they really... Listen, you're so boring now because you're still trying to big up your profile, and no one really gives a fuck. Especially us in here after being here for 18 days.
Your ego is running checks.
No, listen, darling, really, honestly, you just need a cutie la boca because it's really boring. You're asking us
Like
about
you,
us,
your TV
so let
phones,
us,
Louis,
let
TV
us
phones.
tell us about us.
on, so
And
go
the
on.
fact is, we do at the end of the day try and understand that it is a game, and we do try and hold ourselves together. And as I'm sure you appreciate, it's very difficult when you go as long as we do, and you don't. So the thing is, I think that you can make comments, but no one really understands how it is and how it feels when you're in here.
Carol, what's your take on these divides and cliques?
It's getting tense, and I think it could be getting competitive. I don't know, and I do think that everybody's being themselves.
Do we think there is any competition in the house?
I'm not sure.
Louis wants to
Well,
win.
it certainly isn't from me.
Oh, will you just shut your fucking mouth?
You're the biggest scam in show business, honestly, to be honest, Louis, because you are just literally
Have some bloody respect.
writing.
Oh, darling, really?
Your
really?
ego is huge, and you know what you are. You're a pirouetting piranha, is what you
You
are.
know what, darling? I'll still be
Yeah.
working when you're doing fuck all.
I don't
so
think
if
I'd want to be
that's how
involved in
bothered
working
I am-
with the likes of you, to be honest.
With your
They
fucking
don't
bad taste
need
and
to have
fat ass.
people.
Let's settle down.
I think we should all be happy and get on with it and enjoy it because we're.
But it's hard.
Charlotte's in
It's
the
hard.
final.
The energy's
so
different.
is Ab. So am I.
On that note, I think it's the perfect time to bring this show to an end. So that is all that we have got time for Big Brothers Bitch Fest. Give yourself a round of applause. We'll see you all soon.
Bye, love. It's nice to see you.
5:07 p.m. Abs, Louis and Vicky are reflecting on how far they've come.
Nearly there, guys. We're nearly there.
Yeah, nearly there. I don't think anyone does understand how hard it is. It's not just about... I mean, you'd think it wouldn't be hard, wouldn't you? You'd think, why can't 13 people spend time together without
Because we choose who
feeling
our
anything?
friends are, and we don't choose our family, so you love them unconditionally. So that's the difference.
Courtney and Lauren are in the tree house.
With the blood ambitions. The blood ambitions.
Carol, Charlotte and Mario are talking about Lauren.
I'm really shocked. Shocked.
For 2 weeks, she was one person, and as the time goes on, she's probably more intellectual and knows more what's going on than
Any of
most
us.
people in this house.
I'm a bit
And I said I'm a bit
torn.
I think we've been hoodwinked.
I'm very wary now. I just can't believe the way she speaks in there is as if she's a normal person.
No, I don't think she's any more eloquent than she was before. She, you know, she still says the same things. She's
There's something about it that's different, and I think it's the fact that she's got to the final now.
Like, I'm sorry, but since this morning when she sat down with us, seeing as last night she was all light-headed and didn't hear what anyone said. She didn't hear the fact that Vicky said that she'd seen her mum. I didn't hear any of that. I didn't hear it. I went, you were sitting right next to Vicky the whole time. You can't just not hear that. Yeah, when you nodded along, you agreed with her.
Well, did Vicky say it out loud?
Yeah.
I saw her mime it. She went, she saw her mum. Like that, and Lauren was sitting over there, and Vicky was over there.
She said it loud
might not
enough.
have said it out loud. Vicky was... Listen, that was an argument. That was started by Louis, basically because of Lettergate. Then it was fuelled by Vicky enormously.
It was
and it was picked up by you, and you were the one who ended up with all the shit. It was, you know, it was ridiculous, and it was actually their two's fault. That whole thing, and you were the one who got the brunt of it.
I know.
5:24 p.m. Courtney is attempting to cook in the kitchen.
It seems really dry because there's no broth or anything.
Well, there is. You have to make it.
How do you make up?
You put the kettle on, and you get a stock cube, and you melt it in there, and then you put it in.
What the heck's a stock cube?
What's a stock cube?
Yeah, I don't know what a stock cube is.
It's a thing that makes broth.
Really? When you stick this in the kettle?
You add it, put it in the jug, boil some water in the kettle, more than there's in there, and then add it a little bit by bit and moisten it up. Got it?
Yeah. Thanks, babe.
Charlotte and Vicky are attempting to resolve their differences.
Just sit here, look, there's no one here.
I was just thinking someone might... Let's get on first. I know it's my single, but... I've only got one pillow. I gave me a one
You know, I never met out. We just took it out of context, Vicky, and I've always liked you. Like, I have always liked you. Like, from the beginning, I was a bit scarier. But then I've always liked you, and I was just got more frustrated at the fact that you didn't understand what we're trying to say. And obviously then I was getting then I had to explain the fact that it wasn't... We were just so angry at the fact that everyone's had a little something, but we haven't had not a thing, not one thing.
But, you know, I understand what you must have felt like not to get your letter. I really do.
Really hard.
And I know it was hard. But that was why we picked Abs. But sometimes I just find it difficult with, you know, like, all the other two girls. I've had words with them about it. I mean, I even tidied all corners on one day because I couldn't face looking at it. You know what I mean? And sometimes I just think, when you've got to share a house with all these people, sometimes you just have to be a bit more considerate.
So you think I'm messy?
I've tripped over your shoes a few times.
Well, I have tidied it all up this morning.
Well, why have you tidied it all up this morning?
Because I wanted to go home.
Come here. Oh, you little cutie. I'm sorry, I shouted at you.
I'm so, like, I was never meaning to get angry at you. Like, it just ended up that way.
Sometimes because I do have a massive soft spot for Lauren.
And you know what?
I thought that you were... Well, she's been to see... And I genuinely... I don't know where I've heard it from.
No, but I heard it as well.
I heard that, you know, that she had seen her mum and everything. And I can understand that if that... Well, apparently it's not the case, is it? But if it had
I know
been...
what happened now.
If it had been, I felt that didn't matter because...
I know, but why should any of the rules be bended for any certain person? The fact that we're all here and none of us should get special treatment. I've explained my reasons. I explained my reasons last night. It's not that we're dunking on. Like, if anything, I've slept by her bed every night. I help her when she falls out of bed. I peeled all her eyelashes off. Like, I've done nothing but help her. And I'm starting to not believe it all.
6:23 p.m. Mario is giving Lauren a baking lesson.
So it's olive oil, but water.
Yes, 300 millilitres of water, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 2 packets of yeast. And then you add a tablespoon of sugar, I think it was.
Right.
Right, just need to get to that sort of shape.
And that's where
Courtney is talking to Vicky about her life outside the house.
Do you go to, like, premieres and stuff a lot? And
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I go to a lot of premieres. A lot of, you know, the gay community loves me, so I go to a lot of, like, gay opening films.
Can I take your bowl?
Yeah.
I'm heading that way. Is that all right?
Thank you.
I bet that's fun, though, eh?
Oh, my gosh, it's so much fun. I enjoy that stuff, you know, because it's all a celebration, a glamour celebration, so it's fun for me.
Dressing up and...
Yeah.
That was quite tiring, actually. Someone's put a cup of soup in the kettle. For some reason.
I mean, it sounds like
people
from
have seen a side
today.
to you that they don't see, you know what I mean?
But it sounds like from what everyone's saying today when we were there, I was like saying I'm like on Mario and.
No, I'll take no bloody notice.
I'll be honest. I mean, I'm more attracted to Abs than I am Mario.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Really? Do you think that too?
I said that in the diary room.
Yeah.
Courtney didn't put the fucking thing in there, did she?
They did. Someone put
I think she might have put a stop cube in there, maybe. I might need a new one.
She's the last one that had a...
Might need new.
I'll ask her. She probably didn't realise.
I'll ask her.
She's that fucking dizzy.
Just everything with taste of...
Couple soup.
Couple soup, of the curry powder stuff in stock.
Courtney,
What are you gonna wear? What?
When you put the stock cube in, where did you put the stock cube?
Why?
You did, didn't you? Yeah, you did.
What did I do?
Did you put the stock cube in the kettle?
Yeah.
You did.
Am I not supposed to do that?
No.
Oh my God. She put the stock cube in the kettle.
Who? Lauren?
Courtney.
Oh, Courtney.
Instead of putting boiler water in something else, she just put the stock cube in the kettle. Oh my God, that really is a whole nother meaning to fucking dumb blonde.
9:42 p.m. Courtney and Lauren are getting personal.
Are you see-through? You bad girl.
Well, I didn't realise how see-through.
You knew how see-through. Yes, you did. Don't try to act like you're Miss Innocent. You come out with your knockers hanging out. You knew of it. From the seat. I can't see anything. Where are your nipples? Oh, I see them now.
Carol is getting personal in the living area.
Has anyone had a wank in it?
No. I did consider it once.
I considered it one day.
And I thought, oh, you know what, I
Did you?
can't be bothered to just hold it in.
Have you?
Had a wank? No, I've not done anything like that. I've only thought of sadness because I keep having dreams that my boyfriend's cheating on us. Because of Mario.
Is it because of me?
Me? I'm only asking because you're in the group.
No.
No.
Are you, Carol?
No. I have thought about it, though.
Abs is talking to Big Brother about the house wildlife.
Okay, if the house and the housemates were the animal kingdom, we were in the jungle right now. Louis would be a hyena. I'd see Carol as sort of a vulture. I'd probably be an elephant, because nothing fucks with an elephant. And I could see Courtney as being a bit of a Jekyll. Lauren is probably like a three-toed sloth. I could see Charlotte being like a meerkat. Vicky would probably be like a orangutan.
What about Mario?
Mario. He's the Tarzan, man. He's probably the boy swinging from the vines and serenading all the other chimpanzees.
Who would be king of the beasts?
It's got to be the African elephant, man. It's got to be the elephant. Like, it's strong, it's determined, it's got a good memory, it knows, it observes, it sees, it feels, it senses. And I know I sound like I'm blowing my own trumpet, but that's why I'm proud of who I am and what I am and what I've done to get here, and my life so far from where I was to where I am now. And mingling with these guys has been amazing, but it's time for greener pastures.
(10:22 p.m. Carol and Charlotte are in bed.
I like it in here. We've had a laugh.
But it just seems like lately we haven't.
No, because certain people sap the mood. They're like atmosphere hoovers. They hoover it up and they make everybody feel like shit. And you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Well, I said it the other night, didn't I?
Yeah. And the sad truth is, Louis will be over the moon. He'll be fucking on cloud 9 if he's in the final.
Do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. He doesn't give a shit if he wins, but he wants to be in the final. Same as I do. Everyone who's here,
I've always said I
everyone
want to be
who's
in the
here
final.
now wants to be in the final.
Yeah, I want to be in the final. But...
And if he is in it, it'll be, you know... But at the moment, he's just
sapping the life out of me. I can't stand him.
Evening, Louis. How are you?
Yeah, good. I feel exhausted today. I don't know why, but feel absolutely drained. I don't know, I think maybe it's just the calm before the storm because it's the last week and, you know, in the house we've all, you know, lasted until this point, which I think is a pretty good achievement. And I think that everyone's fairly strong characters in their own way for whatever reason. So if I was to be in the final, obviously it would be fantastic, and it would be great to think that I'd got right to the end, where at the beginning, you know, I was feeling so defeated. So yeah, it would be incredible. And also that does mean that the public have also kept you in, which is always fantastic to think there's people out there who are supporting you when you have no support in here apart from the people you're in with. It is great for your spirit and just for your whole journey. It just puts the icing on the cake.
Vicky is in the bathroom with house divisions on her mind.
You see, I wanted to go and see Charlotte a lot earlier, but there's a little gang round her and it's a bit different.
Well, I said there was a clique.
A bit difficult. Oh, there's definitely a clique. And I just, you know, and even when I said, well, all right, we'll have a chat after, well, you don't need to. It's like, no, we want to. You know what I mean? You know, her mind just didn't want it to happen, I don't think.
Sick of people moaning, want to go home, want to go home, want to go home, want to go home, want to go. I actually don't want to go home yet. I wanted to see the job through, but it's just getting impossible to do. Surrounded by ungrateful wankers. It's not that hard, it's fucking 3 weeks, not 25 years in a South American prison.
It's all about Lauren. Lauren wants to win. Oh, just hand her the title. Oh. Well, it's true.
Yeah.
The only person who wants to win in here has got the most biggest game going.
Yeah. I think you're right.
This week, Carol, Courtney, Louis, Mario and Vicky all face the public vote. Who steers? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 50 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 6 50 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Carol, add 03. For Courtney, add 05. For Louis, add 09. For Mario, add 10. And for Vicky, add 13. Mobile and BT landline votes cost 35p. Other landlines may vary. Voting closes in Wednesday's eviction show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. For full terms, go to channel5.com/BB vote. Stay tuned for Bit on the Side when Emma will be joined by Liam McGough, Natalie Cassidy and Anne Diamond.